Hey, this is Logan Vasquez from Everything, and I love you, and Delta Spirit, and Middle Brother, and Led Zeppelin. Thank you.
Hello everybody, welcome to F&F Presents. We are here with Logan Vasquez. You may know him from Delta Spirit, but he's currently working on a solo project, and that's what we're here to talk about. Now, while you're watching this, make sure you answer the questions that pop up below in the comments, and we will mail out a fancy piece of art that Matthew has worked on to your house. Matt.
Yes.
Logan, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good, man.
Good.
Working hard, sleeping less, working more hard than sleep.
And you're sleeping less because you recently just had a child, correct?
Yeah, 2 months ago, Thor popped into my life, and yeah, I haven't slept at all since. Yeah.
You haven't slept, and in that kind of sleep-deprived stage, have you taken the opportunity to write Thor a song? Have you done that yet?
No, I haven't had any time, but I've written him songs leading up to this event.
Okay.
And
have those been released, or is that?
No, they're all saved, I think, for a new Delta Spirit record that we're gonna start working on pretty much now. Like I've been writing and Kelly's been writing, and this solo stuff is really just, I've had so many songs, and I really just want to get it out. Play a certain type of rock and roll for a little bit while I, figure out what my part in Delta Spirit will be for the record.
Right, okay.
Because I'm not the only songwriter. Kelly Winninch is also one of the more prominent songwriters of the band, and he wrote California and People Come On.
California is one of the...
It's a great song.
One of the bigger Delta Spirit hits.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that work kind of from a collaborative standpoint? You're the lead singer of the band. Do you focus on more of the melodies and the lyrics and things like that? Or
No, I think Kelly is a very figurative songwriter, a very literal songwriter, and we both have melody sense. I think Kelly's really looks at the full package, and I just think of like the one big idea, and having someone like that's great to bounce ideas off as well as be in a band, because he just drops bombs like songs like California and People Come On.
I've had the pleasure of seeing you perform live several times. When you're performing, it looks like you're very emotional. Would you say that that's true? You're very emotional.
I'm just trying to get inside of the song and trying to be, try to be the most real person I can be. If you bought a ticket to go see something, you deserve to see somebody mean it.
Okay, so keeping on that emotional kind of string there, is there a song that you emotionally kind of connect to the most? Is there a song that means the most to you?
They're all my children, and I love them so much. I love writing songs, so I don't have a favorite now. On
the new EP, you have a song called Austin.
Mm-hmm.
It's 17 minutes and 51 seconds long.
Yep.
What was the inspiration for making such a long track? Because that's not the typical...
Yeah, well, I wanted to make, I was thinking that I've written songs about so many periods in my life where it's, walking into agnostic theism, or doing LSD at an early age, or parents and, then my folks breaking up. Those are three of the biggest topics in my storytelling that I touch on in my songs or from my personal life that I reach back to. And I just wanted to write a song that connected it all together. And just so I could, if I never sang about those things again, I just wouldn't have to, because I just told my whole life story. So I did that. And it's just 3 chords, and I played everything on it, and I mixed it. It was really fun. I'm really thrilled with how it came out. And it's kind of a song that maybe tune in and tune out while you're driving down the highway.
Right.
You don't have to listen so intently to the lyric, but it's there for you if you do.
I remember Austin coming on and saying, okay, this is a really cool song at the beginning. and then kind of zoning out, and then zoning back in and saying, this sounds like the same song. And I had to do a double check and went, okay, the song is 17 minutes and 51 seconds. That's why it is the same song. You touched on something interesting, which wasn't part of my original Q&A that I was going to do, but I can relate. Your parents got divorced. You said that was kind of a big moment in your life from a storytelling perspective. When did they get divorced?
Well, they started separating. We lived in Texas when I was around 14, 15 was kind of when it all kind of hit the fan, so to speak, with my dad got laid off and they were going through this really hairy bankruptcy and they spent their whole retirement. It was, you know, and both of them worked so hard and it took us from being kind of a middle-class family to having nothing. And my parents moved into their respective folks' place, and one of those places was California, and one of those places was Dripping Springs, which was just outside of Boston. So that had happened, and then I had actually dropped all that LSD, and they got back together after that. And then from there, you know, my mom slept on my mom and dad lived in in the kitchen of like a 2-bedroom apartment through my high school career when I was 18, and she realized it was going to be okay. She took off and went to Texas, but it still cut me like hell, and it made me crazy at the first time too, and you know, that kind of sense of like, oh, wait, I do need you, you know. It's hard.
It is hard. You mentioned that age range of, you know, I can say 12 to 15 years, somewhere in that general vicinity. Same thing with our family. And it does, it hits you like you wouldn't imagine. And you kind of mentioned, well, maybe they were splitting for a while, and so it's kind of become second nature, but still, it impacts your life.
In the past, you've been quoted as saying that you love writing songs for people that love albums. And I think Jonathan is the bass player, and he said in the past that he sees Delta Spirit going with more of a kind of write a single, release a single kind of model, which has kind of become a popular trend.
I like that for Delta Spirit. And it's doing what I'm doing now with my solo stuff has kind of enabled me to be able to make, because when you make a record, it's such a thing, you know, you make a thing of all the songs and how they sit together and do all that kind of thing. I think it's really fun to Napoleon that and just pick it all. And with Delta Spirit, I think, you know, taking things a song at a time might be awesome.
If you could have a billboard anywhere on the planet, where would it be and what would it say?
It would be in Raqqa. It would just say, stop it. You know, I don't know. Or fuck you, but more just stop it. You know?
I think those are probably appropriate words. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Where can people find you? Where can they connect with you?
On the internet.
Okay, very good. Just Google search.
I'm there.
And then that's good. So just check him out on Twitter, and he's probably on some other things too.
There's the Instagram and the Facebook and the internet.
All right. And with that, we will see you soon. We'll see you in the future. Make sure, if you didn't answer those questions, to go back and do that, because we're going to be mailing out that piece of art you saw Matt drawing at the beginning of this film later. So answer those questions, we'll pick somebody and we'll send it out. Thank you so much, folks. Make sure you subscribe. We'll see you guys in the future.